Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? What's going on everybody? Good to see you. Well, I don't see you. It's good for you to see me, I hope. Tonight, what we're gonna do... Look at that. At certain angles, it looks like I have a cone head because of how my hair is mushed. That's not good. Oh well. It's one of the problems after, right after a haircut. I cut my hair yesterday. It hasn't quite gone to its natural state. It's still kind of where it used to be from when it was long. That's okay. I don't care if I have a cone head. Don't discriminate against cone heads. Alright, so today we're gonna do some hair. I think that's what we're gonna do today. Because we need to, you know? We're gonna have unhelmeted heads. We need to have hair on at least some of them. So that's the plan. Hey, what's up, Mike? Bees? How's everybody doing? Bog, what's up? I'm doing alright. Okay, so this hair, Sasho Bro, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, I was wrong. You were wrong about what? Did you guys have a conversation without me? Okay, so this hair, yeah. Alright, we're gonna put the part like right over here. You got Sasho Bro instead of what's up Anthony? Is that like a saying? I've never heard that saying. That's all. That's why I ask. Alright, let's do this. Let me also just turn off real quick. I don't think we need the undo history. I also, guys, this is a thing I did. You should be aware of this. I turned off autosave. So, what I think I'm going to do, and I forgot to do it for tonight's stream, is turn back on the Nightbot so that it can remind me to save. But I didn't do that. So if you guys want to remind me to save like every half hour or so, something like that would be cool. You don't have to, of course. No pressure. Actually, there's a lot of pressure. You know how much work I can lose if you don't remind me to save? So much work could be lost. Yeah, we'll have the part like all the way over there. No, that's the thing. It crashes when it autosaves frequently, because here's the thing. If you don't have like a really nice computer, my computer's a dang nice computer, don't get me wrong, but if you don't have a really nice computer, the more involved your files get, the more ZBrush has to work to save the file, no matter what kind of hard drive you have, because ZBrush runs almost exclusively on the processor, so it has to do a lot of processing as it's saving. That's how I understand it. It's not strictly a hard drive issue, because I do have a fast and nice hard drive too, even though it's not solid state, it's still a nice HDD. But it's notorious for crashing, ZBrush is, when saving, particularly quick saving, so I turned it off. And hopefully next spring when I get a new computer, we won't have any kind of issues and we can just do everything in ZBrush all in one night. It's going to be awesome. You guys are going to like it. I think you will. Well, you know what I want to do also, because this one right here, this guy's got 1.8 million polys. What I'm going to do is just duplicate him, turn off the high density one, and I'm going to knock it down a lot so that the one that we're looking at and the one that it's, because it saves based on whatever you have in your scene at the moment. It doesn't matter what's over here. You could have a million things over here. It's not as bad as if you have them on the scene active. So I'm going to have like a, hey, thanks. I'm going to have like a dummy version of the head in place. What was I going to say? I was going to tell you guys a story. I forget what I was going to say. It was a story. Somebody said something to me. Oh, so I still have like so many emails to go through for my sale, but somebody offered me, get this. Okay, because I said you can make offers. I'm not going to go on about this, but I thought this was a funny... There's two that are funny. One, somebody offered me $48.99 for an item. Now, for the item, it was actually a fairly reasonable price. But $48.99, I thought that was pretty funny. Cho, what's up? Wyatt, how's it going, guys? Yeah, so he offered me $48.99. I thought that was that was really funny. And then the other person, they asked for 3 Play Arts figures, okay? And they were recent ones, so they were the $150 price point MSRP Play Arts figures. And he offered me 30 bucks for all 3 of them, including shipping. And it wasn't a kid. That's what bothered me about it so much. Like, I get weird offers from kids all the time, that's fine. This was a grown-ass man offering me $30 for $450 worth of stuff, MSRP. Goodness gracious. But yeah, $48.99. Unfortunately, the item was already sold. Otherwise, I would have just said, okay, sure. That's weird, but sure. Here's another one, and this isn't like a particular thing for any one person. If you're submitting an offer to somebody, don't add at the end of the offer that you're willing to go higher, because you just completely negated your offer. Just a tool for you to use going forward in your life. Alright? Don't say, here, I'll pay you 50 bucks, but if you want more, that's fine. I'm happy to pay more. Well, guess what? You're gonna end up paying more. Now that, some people said that to me, the items were already sold, but just as a matter of life skills, if you're negotiating with somebody, don't tell them that you're willing to pay more. Let them figure that out. Anywho, let's continue. Let's continue. Yeah, as soon as you say, I'm willing to pay more, you're gonna pay more. Believe it or not. My favorite Dragon Ball figure? My favorite Dragon Ball figure... If I had to pick, I think I'd go with... That's a tough one. If I had to pick... oh no, not that head. Let's shoot that one all the way to the top. If I had to pick... I think... I really like Broly. Just because it's such a fun figure, because it's so massive and colorful. But... the newest 2 Goku figures, not Goku Black, but the regular 2 Goku figures, were both really solid releases. So I may go with something like that just because they were so good. But I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, you guys in the questions today. I do have to work. I'll try to answer questions, but I do have to work, guys. My favorite Joker figure out of everything ever? I kind of like the DCUC Wave, it's either Wave 10 or Wave 16, I can't remember now. The classic Joker, that's a really solid release. I mean, the DCUC figures, obviously they have their problems, but that's, as far as Joker figures go, there aren't many that are too much better than that one. So, that could be it, maybe. Let's do this. Split masked points. Make sure we're working on this. Let's mirror it. Mirror and weld. I'm just gonna pop some sideburns in there so I can work over top of them and not have to worry about anything. Favorite Play Arts Kai? Someone asked me that last time. I don't know. I own a lot, guys. Did you guys see the photo I posted when I was organizing stuff not that long ago? I've got a considerable amount of Play Arts figures, so it's kind of hard for me to just pick one. There's a lot that are pretty good, too. Now these are just barely going to show, so I'm not super worried about it being like hyper detailed or anything like that. Now I can move them around individually later. But they're mostly going to get covered up, so it doesn't really matter too much. Do I make customs for myself? No, I don't. In fact, oh, I wanted one more of those. In fact, the only thing I own that I've made presently is, oh, oops, dang it. Oh, never mind. Is what the heck? Is my Akuma statue. And I'm trying to get rid of that, honestly. I don't like owning stuff that I've made. I find it weird. It's like a narcissistic kind of thing. What am I making? It's a head. Guess I'm not doing a good job. My favorite custom to make? You mean like the actual process of making it, or character-wise? If I've reviewed it, check my review. That's what they're there for, guys. Maybe, you know, because I'm getting so many questions lately, maybe it's time to do another Q&A. Snapchat Queen. Subscribed. That sounds like a nice person to have on my subscriber list. Maybe I should do another Q&A thing. We did hit 125,000 subscribers recently. Maybe it's time. Thanks. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. It's got green on it. It's not. It's transparent now. This is green right here. These are all green. This is green. You can't see that part. That's green. I forgot. I didn't forget. I just don't pay attention anymore. That now that I have a green screen, I probably shouldn't wear as much green, but it's on a lot of the shirts I wear, so Can't really help it. So for those of you that haven't watched me do hair before, it's a long process, and it doesn't look great until it's done. So you just have to live with it. You have to trust me. But honestly, have I ever given you reason to not trust me? I don't think so. Hey, Leandro, what's up? Alright, I think you, Firewolf, you need to just check my reviews. Okay? They're there. You can watch them. They're there for all to see. I put a lot of time into making about 1 million reviews. It would be much better if you actually just watched them, instead of asking me about what's on them, essentially. I would really appreciate it. Hey, no show! Making ahead. I have reviewed a few Mezcos, but I don't like that line because of a lot of reasons. You're too lazy to watch. Are you saying you're too lazy to watch my reviews? That might definitely fall under the category of too much lazy. There are few things on this planet as easy to do as watching a YouTube video. Well, no show, thank you, first of all. Second of all, these will be available on Kickstarter, eventually. So, if you think this is cool, just make sure you save a little bit of money. For when this happens, eventually. It will happen. Eventually. How many customs have I made so far? Easily researched on my website. I don't know off the top of my head though. Actually, I don't have a couple of the newest ones on there, probably, but still. So this guy's gonna have the hair that's like long in the front, and then in the back it's tied off into, it's still just the same kind of like length of hair, but a short little ponytail. You'll see that in a lot of like Ronin type characters in the movies. Like unkempt hair with just a little bit of a ponytail in the back. It's a common thing, I don't know why. Probably because that's, why is it twisting? Don't twist so much. Why is it doing that? That's totally weird. Must have hit some button. I have no idea. Why is it twisting like that? What's the deal here? None of the other ones twisted like that. One of these is a twist thing, isn't it? That's scale. Did I twist one of these? What the heck? This is super weird. You know what? Oops. I don't know why it's doing that. So we're just gonna delete that one. I don't know. That's really, really weird. Dags. I like that. Will I review the Bandai Infinity War Figure Arts figures? Nope. No plans to. If they send me some to review, then obviously I'll do it, but I'm not buying any of them. Because I wouldn't be surprised if we end up with another batch when the next movie comes out. And to be honest, most of the designs for... This one's all twisting up again. Why is it twisting again? Anyway, I didn't care for much of the character design. Spider-Man's is cool, Thor's is cool, I don't like Iron Man. What the heck? Are you guys seeing this? None of them twisted prior to this one, and now it's... That's super weird. That is so weird. No, it has nothing to do with the ear. That's just from the topology of the head. That's from when I sculpted that a year ago. They will be named. You called it a wolf's tail? Well, I'm not doing that now that you gave it some kind of weird-ass name. I don't like that. You just ruined it for everyone, John. That's really, really weird. The hard part on this head is going to be the transition from the loose hair to the ponytail, because it's super disheveled the way I want to do it. I got to figure out how I want to do it. I don't know. Here's the thing. While in real life sheaths are nice, on action figures, they really pretty much only get in the way. If the sword's not in them, then what do you do with it? It's just hanging around there, getting in the way of whatever you want to do pose-wise. So sheaths aren't... That's why I don't ever do them on my Deadpool figures. Not a full sheath anyway, because it's just not practical if you want to pose the figure. So I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that yet. I know what you're referring to, John. I just don't like that it has that name. If it even has that name and you didn't just make it up. Hey, R.L. Burnett. Thank you for being you. Colin, YouTube. Thank you for the thing that you just did. What software am I using? ZBrush. It's French. Actually, I don't know. Maybe the person who made it is French. And that's why it's called ZBrush. No, actually, I have a hunch that it's called ZBrush because of the Z-axis and being 3D modeling software. But it'd be fun if it was just a play on the word the brush. I have no idea when they're going to be done, honestly. It's a whole lot of work for one man to undertake. And I'm not complaining, it's just the way it is. It's a buttload of work. So hopefully sooner rather than later. Unfortunately, that's the best I can do. I just saved. Not that long ago. You heard me save. You maybe didn't notice, but Toilet Clogger told me to save, so I did. The thumbnail? I don't know what the thumbnail is. It's part of the same project. I mean, that's all I know. I don't remember what I used for this one specifically. I mean, overall, there's a lot more work done now than I have left to do, but the stuff that I have left to do is going to still take an incredible amount of time, so if you're talking about just strictly looking at the figure to see what's done on it, it's like 80% done, maybe. But in terms of production, it could be, I don't know, it depends how long it takes me to finish, and there's a lot to do. I mean, we just yesterday started going over like textures for the clothing and stuff. So things like that, I mean, it all adds up. It's a lot to do. My favorite? I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of any of them, honestly. I had to pick one. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be like picking my favorite of a bunch of things I don't really care for, so I don't know. Well, between 3 and 4 streams a week since we started, and we started a little over a year ago, and between 3 and 4 hours on average per stream. So let's just say 3.5 times 3.5. Shit, let's not do that. I don't want to. That's too much math for my head right now. Let's do 3 times. Let's say 12 hours a week. That's fair. That's a conservative estimate. So 12 hours a week times, let's say, 60 weeks. It's a lot. It's 12 hours per week. Not per day. I wish I could spend 12 hours a day on it, but I have to get paid somehow. And until this becomes an action figure line that people can buy, it's not bringing in any money. You hate me? Well, thanks for watching. I mean, the view is a lot more meaningful to me than you telling me you hate me, because I don't know you. So, I don't care. Yeah, 720. Thank you for figuring that out for the people out there that can't do 60 times 12. I sure hope everybody was able to do 60 times 12. The funny thing about people who hate me is that I don't know who they are. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Like, especially when they go to the effort of telling somebody that they don't know, who doesn't know them, will never know them. That's just such a weird thing to do. Hey, if you're the person who joined my Patreon at the $1 level just to dislike my videos, thank you. Because I'm still getting your $1 every month. You're stupid. You spelled all of that wrong. So, even if you're trolling, like, you need to step up your game. And if you're actually being serious, then seek professional help. This is, we haven't had somebody like this in a while, guys. This is kind of fun. I miss this. I miss what we used to have. Many people have asked that, believe it or not. Not tonight, though, so you're good. Well, plus, you wouldn't have necessarily been here if they did ask tonight, so it doesn't really matter. I'm aiming for $40 to $60. That's the aim. We'll see how we can pull it off. I am the ultimate one. I like your username. Well, he's not going to get a reaction that's favorable to him, so don't worry. The worst thing he can do is make himself look bad. So it's all good. Custom Captain Falcon. No, I don't make customs for myself. One, I don't have the time. Two, I don't like owning stuff I made. If I make Captain Falcon, it's just going to be for funsies to practice my modeling. Oops. Just for fun. I mean, it's not necessarily just for fun, I guess because it is good practice and work. And since it's part of my job to be good at what I'm doing, I guess it's technically work. That's not, now I don't want to do it. Dang it. You just ruined Captain Falcon for me. Deja vu. Commissions are always open, but I have a really long wait list. So, depends what you mean. I'm not making Ganondorf figure. I'm making it like a digital statue, and maybe some company will turn it into a figure. Oh, I screwed that up. Damn it, I gotta focus more. But I'm not making an action figure for Ganondorf and Link. I'm gonna pose them up against each other in like statue style. That sound effect is from Halo 3 ODST. I shouldn't be doing the little ones yet, but I want to. So I am. And it's my project, so I can do that. Where do I want this? Yeah, that was my phone. What did you think it was? I'm not talented enough to play a video game and sculpt at the same time, if that's what you were implying. Is the figure sale still going on? Kinda. I have about 1 million emails to go through, and I've responded to a bunch of them, and I'm waiting for responses from other people, and that kind of thing. And depending on how those responses go, other people will get responded to, and... For all of you that are waiting for a response because you haven't gotten one yet, you can thank all the people who are not being quick with their responses, by the way. Or the ones that are going back and forth on saying they want something and then not paying for it, and that kind of stuff. Your boy said I was... Wait a minute. My boy said you was being mean. Sisu, I got over here to call you stupid. Lol. Really? I think I figured out where your boy gets it from. Man, that is not proper etiquette. You should behave more properly. Some Wordio. I just realized your name is Wordio. Wordio. That's funny. I like your username, person. I'm fairly certain it was not intentional. However, I like your username. See? I'm not a mean person. I gave you a compliment after you said all that dumb stuff. Goodness gracious. Like, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure everything has some kind of autocorrect at this point. Do I make customs? Yeah, I've got customs in many countries. I tend to avoid it because of shipping issues and that kind of thing, but yeah, I'm all over. I'm international. Dem boys go hard. Oh. Okay, so let's assume that this is a real life thing that's happening right now. I'm very sure that that's not the kid's parent. It can't be, right? Anyway, it's probably the same person, just trolling like I said earlier. But anyway, let's assume it is actually happening. So what happened was, some kid went onto an internet and said dumb things. He was responded to appropriately, and then told on the internet person to his parent, and his parent proceeded to chastise the internet person. This is a thing that happened, everybody. This is what's wrong with the world. If you send an email, you'll get a response. But I can't send responses until I have the information necessary to send the responses. Bog Whoppet, are you Japanese? Wait a minute. I remember your last name from when you did that donation. You must at least be related to somebody who's Japanese. Do you speak Japanese? Because I still need to finish teaching myself how to speak Japanese. Real hair on figures? That's creepy. Where are you getting it from? I don't recommend you do that. No matter what the answer to that question is, you should stop. Oh boy. I'm assuming you're talking about the fake hair, which is called rooted hair. Okay, man. I'm gonna have to talk to you, Bog Whoppet, because I need you to teach me Japanese. Don't worry, you won't get paid for it. I got so far in my lessons, and then it was like, now it's time to learn kanji. And I was like, now it's time for me to stop doing this. I was doing really well. Now I'm rusty as hell, so I probably would be terrible, but I tried. Oh man, you don't. Dang it. We can do it together. Then we can learn Japanese. I'm joking. That's a joke. That's an inappropriate joke. It was still funny though. Oh, this one's twisting now too. I want to know why some of these twist and some of them don't. I don't get it. Look at that. It totally twisted. It's not going to matter because I'm not detailing them or anything anymore, so you will never see that in the final product, but still. Hey, Joshua. Yeah, hiragana and katakana. That's right. Toilet, are you Japanese? Or do you just happen to know the alphabets? It's being released again in different colors. They've already shown a bunch of colors. Did they show more? Hey, you know what? If people don't think you're being at least a little inappropriate, what you're saying probably isn't funny. So, you know what? I don't care. Plus, my channel is like 100% PG-13. At worst. So, if people don't like it... That's like the person that they chewed me out in the comment section. It was another parent defending their kid. Actually, it wasn't even defending their kid. It was just being a dumb parent. He was complaining because I used the word crappy in my review, and now his 2-year-old or 4-year-old or whatever age the kid was said the word crappy in front of his sister, and now he's got to explain to her where he learned such bad language. I'm like, stop talking to me. You're a freaking weirdo. Crazy people. Actually, after that person chewed me out for saying the word crappy in my review, I chewed them out for being a bad parent. I'm like, why would you let your 2 or 4-year-old, whatever it was at the time, kid watch YouTube videos without parental oversight, you know? Maybe you're the problem, you dipshit. Don't yell at me for saying the word crappy in my PG-13 rated review for adult collectibles that your 2 or 4-year-old is watching without you being there because you're a bad parent. So really it boils down to you sucking, buddy, so knock it off. Stop being in my comment section. Yeah, I honestly don't get it either. Like, my channel is nothing but beneficial to the viewers. I mean, it doesn't do me any good to say a figure's no good. All that does is hurt my chance at ever getting review samples from that company. And I have to deal with goofy comments. Well, I don't understand what they think is going on. Is there some kind of conspiracy they think is going on? I don't get it. It's crazy to me that people get mad at my reviews. Worst case scenario is I say something's bad, it's not made well, and you buy it and like it anyway. Oh my goodness, that's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario is you don't buy it because of my review, and you saved yourself money. So I don't get it. I don't get it. It's craziness. I guess worst case scenario is I told you it was no good, I was wrong, you didn't buy it and missed out, but that wouldn't happen because I wouldn't do that, so it's not a realistic scenario. You know what, Brian? It's probably because of your stuff. That's why USPS is down. But when I went to the post office earlier today, they were saying something to each other about it being down. They said something like some guy bought some crazy ass cars from Japan, and so they had to turn the system off so that he couldn't check on them or something like that. That's the thing though, it's not my opinion. Most of what I say is objective and you can see it on the screen. It's not a matter of opinion. Some of it's opinion, and I make sure to say so. Like, this isn't personally what I like, but it's fine, so that's whatever. But if something doesn't work, it's not a matter of opinion. It either does or it does not work. Like, the whole purpose of a review is to be objective, not to share your own personal feelings. It's to provide universal information. And that's what I freaking do. I'm gonna keep doing it till the day I not die. Till the day it doesn't... Oh, never mind. Just forget it. But I wasn't. You were wrong. You see that sub? I on it if you make fun of my friend Hagen. You know what? You can take all your subs and keep them. I don't care. Alright, I think the front of the hair looks good. It looks weird without the rest of the hair, but I think we're going to leave the front alone for now. Those look like shit. What looks like shit? I don't even know what you're talking about. Future self. Ryan, are you having a stroke? Everything I do on here is an original character unless expressly stated otherwise. But the DBZ kids don't all look like shit. Some of them look awesome. A lot better than the figure arts. And I'm not even a kit person. A lot of the figure arts have this weird... I don't know. It's a weird aesthetic to them. I don't quite get why they have it. They do. I mean, I don't mind it, but they don't have that cartoon look to them. You know what it is? The DBZ figure arts, or DB figure arts, are often very soft. Like, the sculpts are very soft. For instance, the new Super Saiyan Vegeta, that one looked so nice in the first art, or first images that they showed, because they had like these slightly harder angles, harsher angles on the face, and then they released the final product and it's a lot softer. Not everything on that Goku... Okay, we'll talk about this later, but I still think that that Goku did some things better than the other things. Than the figure arts. Earlier figure arts. Shut up, that is not true. Not even remotely true. Oh man. Hey, I have been very honest about the thing you designed, the head, and I haven't worked on the body since like the very first day. I don't even know if I'm going to do it, honestly. But every time I show the heads, I make special point of saying it's not my design. It's this weird guy that begged me and begged me and begged me until I did one of his designs. You're right, actually, the funny thing is, Brian, once I get the hair to right here, I'm done. He's gonna have long hair in the front and a bald ass back. He's gonna look like that, basically. The nip above the shoulders. I'm not sure you're using that the way it's intended to be used. There are no nips above the shoulders. The nips actually fall below the shoulders. Right around there. There's nips up here. There's a problem. That Goku figure with the functional muscle bulge came out like 10 years ago. So... So stop it, men, do frick with me, boys, your figure bad. I want to eat you. Ooh. Well, don't threaten me with a good time. Actually, do go on. No, I'm just kidding. Don't. This is a PG-13 place right here. That little unnatural looking piece on the arms of most of the DBZ figure. Are you talking about the shoulder itself? The cap that hangs over the bicep? Is that what you're talking about? Because you said nib. Or did you say nib or nip? I thought you said nip. I thought you said nib. Maybe you said nib. Die-cast metal. Hell no. Hell no. I don't think they look good, and on top of that, from what I've heard, they're like double what normal figures cost in that price range. No. No. I already told you. He's I'm almost done. No, let's see. There's a way for me to project it on here. Let me see if I can do that. If I go to, is it draw? I think it's draw. Hang on a second, guys. I might be able to show you the type of hair I'm looking for. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. Left, right. How do I do this? I can't click any of that stuff. Do I click this? No. Oh my gosh, that's not what I wanted to do. That is a cool feature though. How do I turn that off? Oh no. I can't turn it off. Let's just open the file up again. I don't know how to turn that off. Oh, I broke it. Hot Toys Deadpool scale 1/6 is awesome. It's not, and I can tell you why if you watch my review. Alright, there's a way for me to do this. How do I do it? No, I don't want the floor. Do I just hit open? Maybe I can do this, guys. Let's see. Yo, stop it, your cring case, you bad, lel. I honestly have no idea what you're trying to say every time you speak. Yo, stop it, your cring case, you bad. Okay, I can't figure out. I swear this is how you do this, though. Is it modifier? No, that's not it. Maybe it's not that. Maybe... No, it's definitely in draw. It's awfully funny. Like, when we get people that complain and say stuff like that, they're not usually hilarious. This one's hilarious. I swear I'm supposed to be able to... Guess not. Huh. Well, I can't show you guys. You'll have to just wait and see. Be patient and shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It depends on the buzz cut, I guess. So this is the hard part that I'm not sure how to do. There's a ponytail back here. And, well, let me just finish off this side, I guess. I got better grammar than you. I'm funny, so haha. Your name spelt wrong, huh? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I got better grammar. Both of those words are spelled incorrectly. Then you. Then me what? I go after you? Oh my gosh. No, yeah, this is all me. This is all me. In fact, I might be able to show you. I don't know. So what I did was, here, I actually can show you a little bit. I made a really rough, ugly head. I should have it on here still somewhere. I made this one. And then I made this one, but I never finished it. As you can see, it has no cheekbones. So I sculpted this head from scratch, and obviously it's very like cartoonish and caricaturistic. And then I sculpted everything on top of that. But that started off as a sphere. It actually might have even started off as a sphere, and then I turned it into Deadpool, and then I put it back. But here's a good example. Like this one I never finished, the yelling head. I never added any details or anything, but that's how that looked originally. And then even before that, it was just a ball. They always start off like this. Right here. Or right here. Well, thanks, Brian. Okay. I'm not going to be using the same head for everything. For instance, I turned this head into another head over here. This one right here. But that's not done either. I'm using it to sculpt the hair, and then I can put the hair on top of anything else I want. It's just easier than making a new head every time. I like to mix it up a little bit. Stop, Craig Lell, you look like Pootato. Pootato. He said Pootato. Oh. But also, what does Crig mean? You said Crig. Actually, you said Cring one time. Then you said Crig. I don't know what that means. Why is the Hot Toys Deadpool so bad? Because he's got birthing hips. He could probably give birth right now. His hips are wider than his shoulders, and he doesn't be able to be posing very well. I said it like that guy types. He doesn't be able to be posing very well at all. Alright, so there's gonna be a ponytail back here. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. I don't know. Hey, Firewolf, watch the reviews. Like, okay, it was funny at first. Watch the reviews. Stop asking what's in the reviews. I made them for a reason. Crig means cringe? Sure it does. Sure it does. I only speak English. You shouldn't ban yourself. You should try to limit yourself, though. I've taken a very firm stance on PG-13, so minimal F-bombs would be ideal. Now, of course, we don't avoid them entirely. That's just unrealistic for the internet. I mean crying, I spelt wrong, 'cause you bad. Alright, you're not even like, you're just saying a bunch of gibberish now, so you can stop. We haven't gotten rid of you yet, just because it's fun to make fun of you, but that's gonna get tiring, so act right, or you're about to get smacked right. Brain your band. Wow, John, are you typing like the other guy on purpose, or does it just happen? You called him Brain and didn't use a comma. Oh my gosh. Got cat hair stuck in my face now. Brain your band. Oh, what a good stream this has been so far. I'd like to say I didn't take it from a movie, but I did. You can Miki fun, you look word lol, if in chat, if I right. Oh my god, it's just like stream of consciousness typing for this guy. Oh my goodness. This is something special we're witnessing, everybody. Oh my. I sure hope this isn't an adult. If you're an adult, I am so sorry for whatever happened to you in your life. If you're a kid, I am so sorry for your parents being terrible. I don't know, Brian. That was like I don't think you were here when he started, but it's not like he built up to this because he got a reaction. This is, I'm pretty sure, his maximum effort. Brian, why are you trying to ruin a good thing? That's not what your mom said. Oh my god, thank you guys for explaining to me how the internet works. Seriously, I owe you one. How do I feel about the new Venom movie? I don't like the ending. I don't like the ending all that much. I feel like they just pushed it together because they ran out of budget. No, it didn't. That was my point. What's the oh shit sorry for? I'm having trouble keeping track of you guys tonight. Especially with Twitch being faster than YouTube. I think the Venom movie has a chance to be good. A decent chance. I mean, I'm not upset by anything they showed. I'm concerned with a couple of things. Oh, well there you go. Since you put it in quotes, it's all good. Oh my gosh. I was well aware, Brian, that it wasn't a real person. We were having fun, alright? I said from the very beginning it wasn't a real person. Way to ruin it, Brian. Way to ruin it. Oh, Victor, I think that's mean. It's funny, but it's also mean. I'll allow it. Funny trumps basically everything, as far as I'm concerned. Brian, you have to stop with the swearing. You don't have to stop, but you have to stop doing it here. There are kids watching, potentially. I don't have a large audience of kids, but they exist. This is a toy channel after all, so... The correct answer is too many. I have too many cats. Not my fault, I'm just a generally awesome human being who takes in cats that need homes and try to find them homes, and then they don't find homes, and then they end up living with me. I think they planned it all along. Just, you don't need it. You haven't used it in any sense that's necessary. You don't have to replace the F word with another word. There are plenty of alternatives that fit the guidelines. No, don't say frick or freak. Say screw you or oh shit if you have to. Don't say frick. That's just weird. If you're gonna say frick, just say the real thing. Not here, but in general, because you sound like a doofus. This is for anybody out there. Life Lessons by Anthony. Don't say frick. You don't want to sound uncivilized while saying you don't know how to replace the F word in your sentences. Oh, goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Thanks, Bog. I did not too long ago. I'll get it in a minute. John, in case you're wondering why people are telling me to save, it's because I got sick of autosave crashing the ZBrush, so I turned it off. So I think I'm gonna make the hair kind of like lead to the ponytail, because it's just like not like a long ponytail type situation, and then just have loose strands kind of over top of it. Hey, Bloodstock, what's up? Hey, who wants to be a moderator? Because John's not going to be a moderator anymore. Anybody? I need... Basically, the requirements are you can't suck. So that's why John's not a moderator anymore. I'm just gonna leave it rounded because it's gonna be so small. It's not gonna matter. At first I started like sculpting details and like making facets in it to give it kind of like a stylized look, but then I realized it's gonna be so tiny. It'll be fine the way it is. No, Victor, you already lost your privileges for the same reason as John. Oh, that must sting a little bit. That probably hurt. Good. It was supposed to. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the bald spot after all, I decided. Just doesn't have the right vibe. That would be so funny. You make the figure look like a badass from the front. They take it out of the package. He's got a bald spot. He's like got torn pants in the back. Toilet paper under his boot. Things like that. That'd be pretty funny. Oh, man. Yeah, Victor, you were so happy to be banning and muting people that I was I had to nip that in the bud pretty quick. You see where I'm going with this? That's good, the ultimate one. That means you're a above average human being. By my standards. And honestly speaking, who else has standards that matter? These are jokes, people. It's jokes. Mike, I said I need a new moderator because John's losing his privileges for general suckiness. Or due to general suckiness. And somebody volunteered you, it looks like. I'm not actually replacing John. He's the only one who's consistently here. John and Tiny, anyway, are consistently always here. And that's one of the key features of being a moderator. Oops. Mike's got too much responsibility already. Mike's got kids and other responsibilities, like work. You know, he's a busy dude. Other people probably work too, but I know Mike doesn't make it to stream sometimes because of the work. That's why I bring it up, to be clear. Are you going to be 3D printing these? That's part of the process, yes. They won't, like, you won't be buying the 3D printed item. You can't be a young 17-year-old. You can only be a 17-year-old. There is no such thing as young or old when it comes to a particular age. You can only be that age. It is an absolute value. An objective, verifiable trait. You guys are probably wondering about the symmetry here. I don't care about the symmetry for this part of the hair. No one's going to look at it and be like, oh my gosh, those strands of hair on the back of his head leading to the ponytail, they're too symmetrical. And if they do that, well, screw them. Because anybody that does anything, screw them. Brian, you are almost never here. There are a few of you that would make good moderators, I think, but you're not here consistently enough. So that's the problem. Alright, let's do the rest by hand. I'll probably put one here. Actually, no. Let's do some more symmetry first. No, they're gonna sell him. You know they will eventually, Brandon. They'll have a version of him that has the legs. Eventually. If they don't, then maybe I'll make something, but I don't see that happening. Because they want to make money. Best way to make money is to repack a figure with some accessories that cost almost nothing to make for them. Wow, press his nose. I knew you did weird stuff with your figures. That's why you're always so anal about how they look. You need them to look just right. Yeah, they showed some new SH Figure Arts images. They did do that. I could think of a few options. Oh, you pull his tail and the hair spins on the back of his head. I didn't tell you guys, these are going to have voice synthesizers in them. That's a thick ass ponytail? What are you talking? There's no ponytail! Oh my goodness. You want to be a moderator. There's literally no ponytail here yet. Do I think they should make an MC? Nope. Nope. I think of all the comic book characters with silly-ass storylines, Spider-Man's got easily some of the worst. And not that all the characters are bad, or even all of the storylines, but a lot of the parts of many of the storylines are just so asinine that I have zero interest in them realizing them in a movie. And I don't think they're going to, because I don't think most of the general audience would be interested in that. Spider-Man fans would be, don't get me wrong. And that's fine, but I don't think it'll ever happen, and I don't want it to necessarily. Plus, cramming extra characters into movies only diminishes the amount of time you get with any of them. I mean, you have to. That's the only way it can work. And I don't want that to be the case. I want Peter Parker to be the Spider-Man in the Spider-Man movies. Hey, Zeus. Sorry, I don't have hindsight. Everybody has hindsight. Everybody has hindsight. Unless you have the inability to create memories and think about what happened in those memories. I don't think that'll ever happen. All you're gonna do is confuse the audience. So he's Spider-Man? No, who's Spider-Man? They're gonna say, and then you're gonna be like, all of them. I'm exaggerating, of course, but I just don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's a good idea. Oh, that would be awful to have all of them in one movie. All of the ones that played Peter Parker? No, I don't like that idea. No, no, no. You guys need to stop. Is there a question that's annoying because it gets asked a lot? That one could go on the list. Oh, burn! Get some salve. He's got a burn he needs medical attention for. Yeah, actually, there are questions. The first question that's really annoying to me, which I find odd that it is a regularly occurring question, which is, what software are you using? What am I making's another one. That's another one that's not a great one to hear over and over again. Because even if I don't put it directly in the title, you can look at what I'm making and see what it is. 99, like, if like people were asking me what I was making when they could see the hair. I mean, when they could see the face and head and hair. Like right now, if it was only this part, or even if it was just this angle, I would understand that question a little bit more. But they were asking it when they could see the face. So that's definitely one of them. Alright, see you, Brian. Thanks for leaving. I mean, thanks for being here. This is not the ponytail. This is the hair on the head that gets brought to the point to be tied to be a ponytail. How could this be the ponytail? It could not. You were about to ask the software? The same one that's in the title. I haven't changed. ADD scars. I don't know what that means. I know what it means. I'm only joking. But no. Maybe. Maybe for like variants or something down the line. What's the correct term? For what? The head and neck double ball peg. Mickey, are you saying that seriously, like ask for my real name, or you mean by not reading the channel? Because either one of those is equally possible. Oh my goodness, that's not what I want. We'll just do it this way. What the heck? I don't know what it's called. I don't think it has a name. Must we label everything? So now I just have to fill in hair, like loose dangly hair everywhere else. Like down here and stuff. I wanted to get that in place though so I could do the rest of it and make it, hopefully make it look alright. It's a tedious process, but someone has to do it. Unless we made everybody bald. They could be the alopecia ninjas. And then we wouldn't have to worry about the hair anymore. But I don't know if that would sell very well. I'm thinking it wouldn't. Hey, Brandon. Oh, it's your first. Are you new to the channel in general, or you just haven't been to the big show previously? Alright, guys, we get the idea of the scar. Alright, we get it. We don't need to discuss the scar anymore. Hang on, cats are fighting. Never mind, they're not fighting anymore. Zeus jumped on the little one on accident. Oh, calm down. He didn't know you were in there. Zeus is the big one. He jumped on the little one. Come on. Well, no, you see, it's part of the fiction. So in the year is 2199, and ninjas have taken over the streets because the evil Dr. Bad Guy has released a disease that has caused everyone to lose all of the hair on their bodies. So the ninjas must band together to defeat the evil doctor from ridding the world of hair-covered bodies. See, it's all about the fiction. You have to tell a story. These are going to be 1/12 scale, and the price range is going to be as much as I can freaking charge. No, I'm just kidding. The price range is going to be 40 to 60 is the idea. Gotcha. Well, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'd like to say we have snacks or something, but somebody forgot to bring them. No comics. Well, maybe comics, but I'd like to get anime. My character designs, I think, would lend themselves nicely to anime. That would be really cool. Of course, that's a lot harder to pitch, but it could happen. I think it's time for a quick save. Nope, no one brought snacks. I thought you were bringing them, Mickey. Kind of like SH Figure Arts? What do you mean, kind of like? Are you talking about, like, articulation style? No. Nope. Not like SH Figure Arts, if that's what you meant. More like a cross between, speaking design-wise, engineering-wise, a cross between NECA, Play Arts, and Storm Collectibles. Let's go with that combination. That would be a fair assessment of the engineering that I have going on. No, I'm not. I'm not painting them. No, these are going to be produced. Assuming everything goes well and the Kickstarter goes and everything, these will be produced like an action figure. These are not going to be like hand painted by me. No freaking way. That's impossible. That is just too much work to do. Yes, I have started. Oh my gosh, I have thought about how the Kickstarter is gonna go. That's all you need to know. Not all you need to know, but Storm did the newer Street Fighter. Storm is working currently on the Street Fighter figures and on Mortal Kombat and Tekken and what was the other one? Not the new one, the other one. Was it Virtua Fighter? No. Fatal Frame? No. I don't know what it was anymore. But yeah, they're the ones doing all the fighting game figures. Which I'd love to get a license for someday. Maybe down the road once I have an established company. And Storm's not making them anymore. Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be so cool, guys. You see, it all comes down to what works best. The only thing that I'm not going to be doing that works best because it costs too much, and maybe we'll get to it down the road, there's two things I'd like to eventually implement. Okay, technically three. For these figures, the neck's going to be fixed to the body. I wish I could separate the neck too, but that's just getting too expensive, and it's not necessary. It's nice to have a double ball peg here and a double ball peg here. It's not necessary. If you get a nice double ball peg at the top of the neck, it's fine, so that's what we're going to do. So that's one thing. Second thing is I'd like to work out a butterfly joint system similar to Storm's, but that's more costly, and again, it's not necessary. So I'm not going to worry about that for now. And then the last thing is ball hinge ankles are absolutely the best way to make ankles, but it's also very costly to make them function properly. So what I'm going to do is take your standard swivel hinge, which is what basically everybody uses, but let's just say like Marvel Legends, for instance. But instead of doing it the way they do it, I'm doing it a little bit differently to make it function a little bit better. Yeah, Victor, supposedly they're doing that, but that's what I was talking about in my one review recently, that they just keep taking on more stuff, and are they going to be able to deliver on the stuff they already have as a result of that? Don't know. We'll see. I don't know. When it comes to ass characters, I don't think Baraka's my favorite. I think I would go with maybe Cammy. Cammy's a good ass character. I've already made those things, but there's no way for me to say how it's going to be broken down at this point. I mean, that all comes to production costs and that kind of thing. I mean, I already have all the hands in a file. They're not quite finished yet, but I already have them. Same thing with a bunch of accessories, too. Oh no, my feelings hurt. Oh. That's not what you meant by a cool-ass character? Oh. I know, I was just joking. But let's be honest here, if we're talking about ass characters, Cammy should make the cut. Read my name, no. That's the problem with having text as an insult. I can choose to not receive your insult. Nice try, though. I'll give you a little bit of credit. No, I won't. I take it back. That's like the worst way to insult somebody, via text. Because all I have to do is this. And it disappears completely. It's amazing. Also, you spelled your name wrong, so... Or not your name, you spelled your first comment wrong. So, you know. Again, nice try. Maybe with a little more effort next time, after you get out of kindergarten. Making a figure like this, how long? Very long. But, I mean, I'm making a whole line of figures, so it's not really a fair judgment. If I was only making one, it probably wouldn't take as long, but I'm making a bunch, so... Luke Cage and Iron Fist? Maybe. Probably. Thanks, Shiloh. Appreciate it. It's a relatively slow process, but considering we can basically get one hair done in a 3-hour period, I don't think it's that bad. I don't mind it so much. It wouldn't be worth the effort, honestly. Ultimate one. Having to re-manipulate them to make them work the way I want them to would be more work than just putting them in place manually. You guys haven't noticed, I'm not excited about working on the back of the head, so I'm finishing up the front. Not looking forward to trying to make that look right. I think I can do it, but I don't think it's going to be fun. No, the ponytail is going to be easy. So what I have to do is just fill this whole area in. It's not going to be a problem, I don't think, but I'm afraid it's going to look weird. I mean, it's going to look weird for a while. So all we can do is keep going. Yeah, I'm not going to make multiple expressions per figure. I may do variants down the line that have different expressions than their original one, or maybe like a battle damage version or something like that, but it's... I need to keep the price down as much as I can, and I don't think people would value an alternate face over, say, an alternate set of hands or something like that. I know I wouldn't. It's nice to have an alternate face, don't get me wrong, but hands, something that's actually useful, I would say is more important. Why am I so itchy? I swear I'm allergic to something I'm eating lately because I'm itchy a lot. I shouldn't be that itchy, I don't think. Ew, family account. It's an interesting username. Thanks for the subscription. Oh, I think questions like that would be better answered by checking my Q&A videos from forever ago. Otherwise, wait until I do a new one. But I don't want to get into a question answering session right now. I'm hoping to get this done before we quit tonight. And I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'd like to make it. But probably save some time on the back with a little bit of mirroring. There is, I mean, I haven't like developed it or anything, but I have a general idea for it. Destiny stream after this, not directly after, but yeah, I think I'll play some Destiny tonight. Don't have a whole lot left to do this week, but in terms of Destiny, but we could play for a little bit. Played a little bit more Crucible last night after I ended the stream, after everybody else stopped playing. I wrecked some faces. Maybe I'll start playing Crucible on stream instead. Kablu Khan, thank you for the subscription. A bunch. Enough to make a line of action figures. Here. Obviously not all of those are them, but a lot of those. You have commitments outside of watching the stream? That's unacceptable. You need to get rid of those commitments. Where are your priorities, man? Well, I'm glad you like watching, though. That's good. No, it'll be soft plastic. And if you'll notice, most of them are connected to other pieces, for the most part. $26T Mike, welcome. Yeah, it's gonna have a ponytail. Actually, I was thinking about just making them look really scraggly, like just leave this one hair up here and these, give them like kind of a weird bald spot. Cause why not? We do things differently here at Anthony's Customs. You wanted your figure to be appealing looking. That's not what's gonna happen. He's gonna look like he's got the mange. Maybe a touch of leprosy. I feel like people with leprosy are underrepresented in the superhero market. No, for this head, it's going to be short. It's going to be like his hair's mostly all the same length, and he just got it tied up in the back, kind of. So it's going to be like right here. Here, I'll put one in there for you. That's what she said? No, she wouldn't have said that. There you go. That kind of length, roughly. But we're doing that part last. Yeah, these will be 1/12 scale figures. Hey, Ash Ketchup, what's up? Welcome. Alright. Can't do too much more symmetry over here because we're going to start bumping into the hair. Only around this part looks like it's going to be doable. Victor, that's most likely somebody that's trolling again, just in case you're not sure. I'm not gonna tell you what kind of fan art to send me. If you want to send fan art, but I'm not telling you what to do for it. We had this conversation last night, didn't we? I swear we did. The heck? That's what the heck. I hit the symmetry button up there and it started pulling both ends. I probably won't be able to go back in and fill in like the detail texture type hairs like the little ones, but we're gonna get most of it done tonight, guys. So that's good. No, you guys are really worried about that. No, it's usually about an hour after. The video game streams are almost always about an hour after these streams end. Oh, man. Hang on one second, guys. Thanks, man. I'm glad glad you think it looks good. But yeah, we're almost there. It almost looks like a thing. I think I'll do a little bit more symmetry before we stop doing symmetry. Just for around this area. You got 3ds Max? Are you like, do you have a reason to use that software other than just for fun? 'Cause that software is really expensive, isn't it? So like for this area right here, I'll go in without symmetry on it. I'll pop in a couple different pieces just to kind of hide everything. Maybe like 1 or 2 in here, but probably not for the ponytail area. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right, student version. I can't use the student version, so that's why I forgot about it. Well, that's completely coincidence, Tiny. I didn't mean to go on there for that, but then I saw it and I'm like, well, maybe I'll buy something. .2014 version. They don't do updates? Oh, dang. See, ZBrush, every update you get is free. Once you buy the software, of course. Almost there, guys. We're almost there. And I really have to go to the bathroom. Why does that happen? I drink too much water. I talk too much while I'm streaming. I drink too much water. And then I have to pee. There's no way around it. Because I can't not talk while I'm streaming. And if I'm going to talk, I need water. Catheters. That's the solution. Just go to the bathroom? Nah. Nah. We got this. I don't have to take a shit. I said I drink too much water. Goodness. Plus, you're assuming I don't already have a shit bucket. There is no ZBrush 5. ZBrush 2018 is the update that is ZBrush 5. And it is free. I'm using it right now. Didn't LeBron say he's leaving Cleveland? I thought he said that. If he said that, then yes, I think he will. If he didn't say that, then I have no idea. Yeah, but it's multi-purpose though. No. No. If it's a shit bucket, that better be what you put in it. Hi, Mike Awesome. How's it going? Your uncle got you tickets for Falling Kingdom. I don't know what that is. No, finger articulation's terrible. It doesn't work. It's not good for anything. Every Toy Biz figure that had finger articulation couldn't do anything with their hands properly. It's just too at that scale anyway. It's not possible to make it functional because you can't add that many joints. So you either end up with figures that go like this or figures that go like this, and that's useless. Oh my gosh. Grab the dot. There it is. I also have that Spider Hulk figure. Everybody who enters chat becomes a mod? Not showing up like that on my screen. I think we might just make it, guys. I'm not going to be able to get the back part of the ponytail done, but we'll be able to get the top part of the head done, I think. Yeah, it's a new process for upgrading though, so make sure you do it the right way. The only thing they changed is that they increased the overall price of ZBrush a little bit. But they even told people ahead of time, so they like, if you want to buy it, you should buy it now, because as of a certain date, it's going to cost more. Which, what company does that? People were still bitching about the pricing. So annoying. I'm so sick of people in general being shitty. Oh, this product that you already give away for free constantly, update-wise, you're gonna increase the price at a certain date so we can still pay for it at the existing price? Yes. That's no good. Oh, come on, man. Hey, Mike Awesome. You are on a channel filled with thousands of action figure reviews. You should check them out. Yeah, exactly, Leandro. They do such a good job, and people still complain about it. I didn't get it until right before 4R8 came out, so I'm new. I'm a new adopter, but I've already gotten more than my money's worth. Damn it. I was hoping that would fill a spot, but it's not going to. I'll have to fill that in with a little one. See you later, Mike. Cool Eyes, what's up? Hey, you're back. Welcome back. Don't like that. Nice, Alfonso. That's good. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna save it now, and I'm gonna call it. We'll finish it up. Oh, there's no there's no sculpting streaming tomorrow. I'll either finish it up off stream or do a Patreon stream, or we'll finish it up on Monday. We only have like the detail hairs to do, a couple things here and there to fill in just to kind of make it flow a little bit better, and that should do it. Obviously, I have to do the back ponytail part, but that should do it. So I'll be back in about an hour, roughly, to play some video games on YouTube. And if I don't see you then I will see you next Monday at 7, or next Monday. Wow, wrong. That's the old schedule. Next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.